I've heard impressive stories, Krios. Sounds like you'll be an asset to the team. That is, if you're comfortable having an assassin watch your back.
I've accepted a contract. My arm is Shepard's.
Uh-huh. Don't know about you, but I'm loyal to more than my next paycheck.
He's not doing this job for money. In a way, it makes it feel like he's more trustworthy. Money? As long as you have money, then people will still be loyal to you, but what is he motivated by right now? He cares about the human colonists, but why? Does he need a reason? I mean, it's a horrible event, but it's just not typical for a Drell to randomly care about some human colonies.
Obviously he is too. He's doing this mission gratis. What's your concern?
I don't like mercenaries. An assassin is just a precise mercenary.
An assassin is a weapon. A weapon doesn't choose to kill. The one who wields it does. Where shall I put my things? I'd prefer someplace dry if anything is available.
The area near the life support plant on the crew deck tends to be slightly more arid than the rest of the ship.
Ah, an AI. My thanks.
He's so polite.
He seems quite civil.
He seems very well adjusted compared to everybody else we've seen so far.
We need all the help we can get. He's not what I expected in an assassin. He may surprise you.
Yeah, and he may not.
Why are you... Jacob is being randomly so antagonistic. Seriously though, of all the people we've come across, like, after seeing people like Jack and Grunt, we have a civil person on board. This is rare. This is rare.
Still need to get to Justicar, Shepard. My student's being held by Bloodpack.
Soon, okay? We're on Illium right now. We will go soon.
I'll talk to you later, Mordin.
We'll be here if you need me.
Okay, nobody wants to talk to me. Fine, fine, fine. Submachine gun. SMG extra rounds. That's it for now. And then biotic cooldown. 20% faster biotic cooldowns. Emergency shielding. Unity restores squad member shields to full strength. Great. Tech cooldowns. 20% faster cooldown on tech abilities. Great. Amazing! Ship enhancements? Might as well get this, right? I don't even have any scars anyway, but we'll have the machine here. Where is it? Where? Oh, it's in the med bay, not here. Around where Dr. Chakwas is, I guess? We still have nothing for advanced training. Just the one. Heavy muscle weave. Melee attack is now more powerful. Not that crucial. Heavy skin weave 4. 40% health. Great. Yeah, the rest of this we can just kind of get on our own time. Missile launcher? Sure. Okay. Kelly, have you been feeding my fish? Feels like it's been a while since I've been back on my ship.
I'm surprised by Thane's spiritual side. His psych profile mentioned little of it, and he carries himself with such cold confidence. I'm not sure if I find him scary or sexy.
I know. A
lot of women like bad boys.
A lot of women? Like you?
I live a dangerous life. Dangerous men fit right in.
I like you more and more each day, Shepard. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
We can just gossip about our fellow crew members with Kelly.
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Okay, feed my fish, okay? I'm counting on you. No chitter-chattering.
Oh, another dangerous alien aboard, Commander. Thanks! Why can't you collect coins or commemorative plates or something?
'Cause they can't defeat the Collector.
I assume everything's going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last. Well, it seems like Garrus has finally worked that stick out of his butt, but now he's trying to beat guys to death with it. I can't believe I like the old Garrus better. Well, I always liked Tally, so let's just move on. It's just
Aw.
my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Tally is agreeable.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
She's one of the more normal people around here too. Normal as in temperament. Yeah. Except for, I don't know, the whole Quarian hatred of the Geth and all that. But normally she's pretty mild-tempered. Don't need to visit Jacob. Whatever, man.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
I will check. Hey, we've got new fish here. The whatever flatfish. Oh, it's so crowded. It's so crowded. We've got a green one. Feed my own fish once in a while. My armor. This is pretty close to what the default is. It's just a tint that's different, pretty much. Yeah, I don't want it to be too different. I'm okay with that. Like a darker tint. White seems to stick out a little bit too much. I'll continue with a tint. Pattern. Oh, we did get some shoulder stuff. Finally. Because this one increases weapon damage by 3%. This one increases power damage by 5%. The percentages are small enough that I think it doesn't really matter. I kind of want another helmet though, but this one is so good for a infiltrator. Plus, you can see her face. Okay, we'll roll with that for now. Material. Make it a bit more shiny. Make it extra shiny. Okay. Why don't we start wearing, as much as I love the hoodie, feels like everyone around here is not that casual though. Okay, I don't even know why this one is an option. This is just... no. Maybe we'll walk around like a... we haven't tried this one. I am a ship captain. I mean, I am a ship captain, right? Yeah, right? Oh. What, you keep it in your room? What if it blows up the whole ship? Oh my god. Shepard. Here's my hamster. For some reason, the hamster doesn't need to be fed every now and then. Blood pack facility detected from Cerberus Command. Oh. Yes, going to Zataban. Appreciate the help, Lisbeth Bain. From Lisbeth Bainham. Hey Shepard. I heard about what you did on Illium, and I wanted to thank you for helping out Zoo's Hope one more time. We're surviving, if barely. Most of Exogeny left, but I stayed behind as an attaché, and to make sure that nothing was left of the Thorian. We don't need that problem again. Also, I'm really sorry that I shot at you. I'm pretty sure I said that, but I just wanted to reiterate it. Good luck and thanks. Zoo's Hope is alive again because of what you did. Sincerely, Lisbeth. Which one was Lisbeth? Was it the lady with a really bad voice acting? The one that was laying on the bed the whole time? Thane, where are you, Thane? I'm guessing not many other people want to talk to me. Everyone's like, Shepard, go do my thing right now. Right this moment.
I just got a message from my wife. I've been listening to my daughters giggle over and over.
That's so cute.
When this mission is over, I'm gonna give her the longest hug she's ever had.
No, I hate that you have to be away from your family. Thane, where do we have space for him? Life support? Oh. Hello, Mysterious. Your gun collection? He's not a man of decorations, huh? Very minimalistic, and I don't know what he's looking at. Hi.
Do you need something?
You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all.
We need to have the best equipment possible to take on the collectors. You have any leads I could chase down?
My old contact network often located rare equipment for me. Would you like me to get in touch with them?
Yes, please.
Let's see what they've got.
What did you give me? Modular probe bay. Normandy gains 100% probe capacity and additional probes. Thank you. Thank you, that's not needed, but thank you.
Do you need something?
See, in my mind, this conversation makes sense because this guy's very, like, no nonsense. So we start off with the very official stuff, and now we talk about you.
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly. We haven't had a chance since I joined.
When we met you, you said you were dying.
Yes. I thought you'd want to know more. You don't have to worry about the rest of the crew. My illness is not communicable, even to other Drell. It's called Kepral syndrome.
It is that syndrome.
What exactly is the problem?
My people are native to an arid world. Most of us now live on Kaje, the Hanar homeworld.
Oh.
It's very humid and rains every day. Our lungs can't deal with the moisture. Over time, the tissue loses its ability to absorb oxygen. It becomes harder to breathe. Eventually, we suffocate.
They live on the Hanar homeworld. That's why they're so spiritual, probably. They were quote-unquote infected by them. And that's why they also call the Protheans the Enkindlers.
Can't they do something about that?
The Hanar have funded a genetic engineering program. They should be able to adapt us. The project has only been running for a few years. I don't believe my body will still draw breath by the time it bears fruit.
Are the rest of your people still living there? I feel like a lot of them would want to leave.
Then don't live on Kaje. Or use breathers.
Drell have a close relationship with the Hanar. We rely on each other. The best we can do is keep our homes very dry inside.
Are you gonna be alright till the end of the mission?
I should be fine for another 8 to 12 months. The more time I spend in humid environments, the faster it progresses. I think it's safe to say that by the time my body is incapacitated, we'll be victorious. Or dead. Either way, I won't be a burden to you.
That's not what I'm worried about.
Is there anything we can do here? Normandy has a state-of-the-art medical bay.
No, thank you. It's being attended to. If the finest medical minds in the Hanar illuminated primacy can't solve the problem, I doubt your ship's medic could. Thank you for your concern. Trust me, this won't affect my performance.
It's not necessarily what I'm worried about.
Do you need something?
You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all.
The Drell live on the Hanar homeworld, don't they?
Yes. I know many think the Hanar are difficult to understand. It's just that they're very formal with those they don't know. We know them quite well. If you ever get close enough to a Hanar that they tell you their soul name, you would find them warm.
That's so nice. We don't really know about any other races with this kind of relationship, huh? Two species who coexist very closely.
I thought that Hanar only let very close friends know their soul name.
Most of my commissions were for Hanar. I grew close to my regular contacts. Soul names tend to be poetic. A Hanar known for its cynicism might take a name that means illuminates the folly of the dancers.
Hanar talk using bioluminescence. That's more of an obstacle than their politeness.
True. Many Drell have had their eyes genetically modified to perceive their higher frequency flashes. I had the treatment. I can't tell the difference between a dark red and black, but I can see ultraviolet light as a silver color.
And they have had that done specifically so they can understand each other better. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet.
When you pray for the wicked, who exactly are you praying to?
That depends on the circumstance. To find my target, I speak with them on Kira, Lord of Hunters. When I act to defend another, Arashu, goddess of motherhood and protection. And when I have taken my target, I speak with Kalahira, goddess of oceans and the afterlife.
I didn't know that Drell had many gods.
It's one of our older beliefs. Many embrace the Hanar Enkindlers now, or the Asari philosophies. The old ways are dying. There are so many ways to interpret one's place in the universe. Who needs the wisdom of our ancestors? The younger generations don't believe they can help us fathom genetic engineering, orbital strikes, or alien races.
Oceans and afterlife don't seem to have much in common.
Consider, the ocean is full of life, yet it is not life as you and I know it. To survive there, we must release our hold on land, accept a new way to live. So it is with the death. The soul must accept its departure from the body. If it can't, it will be lost.
You seem like a guy who spends a lot of time inside his own head, and I say that as a compliment. I like that.
There's something else I'd like to talk about.
Ask.
Have a few minutes to talk?
Later. I'd like to consider what we've already discussed.
He's a guy who thinks.
I should go.
I shall return to my meditations.
Well, it is nice to meet you, Thane. A Drell. I'm just gonna huddle in a corner of your room and start reading the Codex.
Freedom's progress.
Oh no, we missed a few.
Before the Geth Revolt 300 years ago, the Quarians colonized Haestrom to study the mysterious instability of its sun, which threatened premature eruption into a red giant. As a scientific outpost of minimal military value, Haestrom was ill-equipped to repel Geth forces during the insurrection and fell quickly under their control. Captured Geth planetary survey data indicates that despite sustaining damage during the war, Haestrom's architecture remains as it was 300 years ago, preserving a Quarian architectural style that no longer exists anywhere else in the galaxy. Because Haestrom's sun has overwhelmed the planet's protective magnetosphere, humans foolhardy enough to venture into Geth-controlled Haestrom must exercise extreme caution. Minutes of radiation exposure will overload shields, and hours of exposure will kill. Furthermore, solar output renders surface-to-orbit communication nearly impossible.
Wait, you're telling me what we saw was a Quarian architectural style? Really? It seemed like a construction site mostly to me. Oh, okay.
A regional hub of Asari commerce,
Illium.
awash in riches, Illium is infamous for its abusive labor practices and legalization of nearly everything except murder. As such, Illium is the preferred production site for weapons and pharmaceuticals that would be illegal nearly everywhere else, made even more lucrative by legal indentured servitude. Among the biotics-related pharmaceutical producers is the Dantius Corporation, a rising star in galactic commerce.
Where we just
Despite
were.
the dangers of its products, Illium is renowned for glamour, luxury, and safety, provided by near-total surveillance, making it a favored tourist destination. Countless celebrities maintain palatial estates on Illium and in its capital Nos Astra. The sole obstacle to business on Illium is its extensive bureaucracy, tolerated only for its provision of security. Regardless of the character of its economy, Illion's self-congratulatory media exalts its own society with the provincial arrogance of new money, glorifying in sexiest CEOs and 10 richest residents lists.
Who cares who the sexiest CEO is? I only care that they're rich. Self-congratulatory media. From what we've seen, I feel like most of it is pretty much like the Citadel stuff. Would have loved to see specifically some of this, well, basically masturbatory media. Rakana.
Originally, the Drell homeworld of Rakana once teemed with life, its arid plains home to spectacular insect and reptile analogs. But the Drell took to industrialization early and did not realize the extent of the environmental damage they caused until it was too late. With their topsoil depleted and oceans too acidic to sustain life, the Drell were situated for a massive population crash by 2025 CE. It was then the Hanar stepped in, mounting a large-scale rescue operation to bring Drell to the Hanar homeworld, Kajay. As wars erupted over what resources remained on Rakana and billions began to die, approximately 375,000 Drell escaped in the Exodus. To repay their debt, the Drell entered into an agreement with the Hanar. Called the Compact, it states that the Drell would assist the Hanar with tasks the Hanar cannot physically perform. Today, high-ranking Hanar are frequently inseparable from their Drell attendants.
Oh wow, that's so... It's one thing to help another race, but another to help them by bringing them into your own home, your own home world. No wonder they're so close. That's so nice. Oh. But it seems like Drells are only attendants. There's no high-ranking Drells in the Hanar society. Maybe it's kind of like a servant and master sort of relationship too.
The collector's particle beam, still in its experimental stages, the M622 Avalanche generates a Bose-Einstein condensate within a mass effect bubble, which dissipates on impact, violently spraying the condensate outward and coating the target in a near absolute zero superfluid. The Avalanche is unreliable, at times merely coating its target with ice, defacing exposed skin and freezing armor joints. Such low temperatures cause great damage to electronics like kinetic barrier emitters, which sometimes leads to total systems failure. At the other extreme, the Avalanche freezes flesh and bone, causing massive trauma as blood vessels constrict and frozen blood expands. Occasionally, such iced tissue shatters.
Great for us, not so great for our enemies.
The M920 Kane is a portable particle accelerator surrounding an array of dust-form element zero chambers. This weapon prototype subjects its EZO to extreme positive and negative currents to project mass effect fields. By increasing and decreasing mass, the fields shear the target's mass the way disruptor torpedoes do. The shearing fields collide ambient materials at such high speeds they create mushroom clouds, an effect otherwise impossible on the small scale. The weapon induces neither fission nor fusion in non-nuclear targets, and its own nuclear reactions are shielded by lead alloys. The M920 Kane uses graphite rods as neutron moderators, which require frequent replacement to sustain power. Fortunately, most heavy weapon ammunition can be refabricated via Omni-Tool into graphite rods.
It's literally a nuclear reaction happening within the small thing that we're holding in our hands. That's scary. I do want to read about, I believe, they had some Drell-specific stuff here that we just got. Drell biology. Drell are omnivorous reptile-like humanoids with an average lifespan of 85 galactic standard years, even shorter than us. They give live birth to their young, who are capable of eating solid food from the moment they are born. Drell appearance is very similar to Asarian humans, but their muscle tissue is slightly denser than that of humans, giving them a wiry strength. Many of their more reptilian features are concealed, like a 3-chambered heart with a muscular ridge that is capable of shunting oxygenated or deoxygenated blood as needed. One unique characteristic, however, is a hyoid bone in their throats, which allows them to inflate their throats and produce vocal sounds outside of the human range. Would-be assassins have noted that these two features make Drell extremely hard to strangle or suffocate. Because of the Drell ancestors emerged from arid rocky deserts, the human ocean-covered Hanar homeworld of Kahi proved tolerable only when the Drell stayed inside a climate-controlled dome city. Due to this huge disparity in the two species' homeworld environments, the leading cause of death among Drells on Kahi is a bacterial lung disease called Kepral's syndrome. Within a generation of the Drells' arrival on the planet, the disease had become resistant to Hanar antibiotics and other advanced treatments. Once an infection settles in, death is slow but imminent. Transplants may buy time, but as the infection spreads to the other major organs, there comes a point of diminishing returns and eventual system failure. Thane seems like he's had a lot of time to process this already. The inevitability of death and, I don't know, failing health. He seems like he's just over it. He's so calm. Oh, we should probably finish reading this one too. Oh, planet, IT. 2 beautiful moons, 1 spectacular ring, 0 neighbors, says a popular advertisement for this terminus system's world. IT is known for its sparsely settled population, despite being a garden planet, with a colony nearly a century old. Blessed with a mild climate, wildlife no more dangerous than that on Earth, and soil and bacteria amenable to imported planets, IT would appear to be an unexploited paradise. However, it's unpopular for 2 reasons. The first and most obvious is that its moon, Lite, is in an unstable orbit that will lead to a planetary impact and an extinction-level event within the next 2 centuries. As such, all investment in the planet is short-term, and the biggest business is selling off the local biota to the highest bidder. The second drawback is the level of violence on the planet. Like the rest of the Phoenix massing cluster, IT was briefly considered part of the Citadel space during its first wave of colonization. However, when the colony broke off to become an independent planet in 2133, the Council let the doomed planet go with less than a day of debate. Free from any real governing body, IT's history has since been filled with wars between small frontier town city-states over its resources. The result is a dangerous world where even the average citizen is expected to be self-reliant to the point of fending for themselves against cutthroat corporations, strong-arm militia groups, and even Geth incursions. The fighting is so frequent that the name of the planet itself has changed more than 11 times. In a sign of blunt indifference, standard Citadel galaxy maps refer to the world by the name given to it by human colonists in the latter half of the century. They just got sick of it and said no. One more, okay? One more. I know they gave me something about... Not the migrant fleet. Oh, I thought we had another Drell one. Maybe not? Okay. Ooh. Well, Thane, very nice to meet you, and nice to have you on our team too. How do you feel, Kasumi? You've got a new neighbor.
People are talking out there, and I hear it all. Liara Tassoni's got quite a reputation. I've done business with her people before. I hear you and she were an item before. I bet it was hard running into her again after all this time.
Before?
I'm not really sure what to do with myself. Not much call for thievery aboard a ship. Not a lot of people go in and out of Dr. Chakwa's office, other than to get medical attention, I mean.
Well, I'll go right now.
I shared a drink with her. That's really nice. I imagine with all that's happened, old friends are becoming a luxury.
Before?
Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Speaking of the medical bay, let's look at the upgrade. I don't know if I want to use it, but I definitely wanted to buy it. Where is it? Oh, but I know I don't even make enough choices for me to have any scars, but I'll just keep it all natural. Have the upgrade here in case if Garrus wants to test out fixing his face and all that. I myself am okay though. Now everyone's probably just gonna nag me to do this and that, so that'll be it for now. And we will go straight back to Illium probably. Let's get Samara, the Justicar. Samara. Don't even bother going... Well, I guess we could go to the other one. Nah, you know what? No. Let's go get Samara first. The earlier we get other people, the quicker we can use them in other side missions too. Thane. Throw, warp, shredder ammo, submachine guns, sniper rifles. Oh, so you're a biotic too. We have a lot of biotics here, I feel like. Oh! Oh my god, what? You look like Adam Jensen. Even with the shades too, what the hell? I think this is okay for now. Okay. Thane and... So you have some biotic abilities. Throw and warp. Thane and... we just had Jack earlier. Did we just do Mordin? I'm losing track. Who have we gone out with? Who was the last person who we haven't gone out with? Mordin. I don't know. 22 points. Mordin, 4 points. Incinerate? Cryoblast? Which do you want? I guess Cryoblast because I have Incinerate too. Full Deep Cryoblast. Freeze and blast potency equal to advanced cryogenic weapons. Versus Full Cryoblast. The spray effect is engineered to maximize your chances of freezing multiple targets. Freezing multiple targets could be really good in crowd management. Impact radius changes, but this one the duration is longer. I guess I'll get the full impact. Thane. Oh. Oh, Mordin's actually really tall, my goodness. Thane's eyes are... It's like staring into an abyss, my goodness. Drell Assassin. Drell Marksman. Thane's anatomical expertise and unerring aim increases his weapon damage. Drell Veteran. Thane's experience surviving life-threatening wounds increases his effective health. I'll heal you. I'll heal you. Oh, shredder ammo is like a loyalty thing. Increases damage to health of organic targets. Oh! That's very rare for us to have. Usually we're always focused on getting rid of the barriers and the shields and all that. Throw, warp, these are both useful, I think. Throw? Ah, throwing multiple people in the air just like Jacob can. Warp? I guess I'll do throw again. For now. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like this one is always gonna be the better one, right? Just having multiple people be disabled. Okay. Sorry, Miranda, not today. Not today.
Commander, a pleasure to see you again. Can I help you with something?
No.
Thank you.
Have a pleasant visit to Nos Astra, Commander.
I will. The Liara's busy, and we will continue on with finding the Justicar then. Kind of feel like my mom left me at the mall or something, and she's like, hey, just go play around and, you know, do your thing, mom's busy.
25. Sell at 25.
No, you're not hearing me. I want to buy it up. Buy it all up.
Come on, give me something.
I spent the last 2 years here. I had a purpose, a goal. Now that I've accomplished it, something occurs to me. In all that time, I never looked at the horizon. It is spectacular.
Why did you want to kill Nasana anyway? I don't think we learned that yet.
Asari building structure resembles hive. Tall buildings filled with drones. Curious social dynamic. Many queens competing for hive leadership. Odd feelings around Asari. Unfamiliar. Reminders of old fertility contract negotiations.
Two people with very different outlooks and mindsets.
Are you shorting prefabs?
Thane is very poetic and kind of sentimental, but Mordin is more factual and science-based. Maybe an interesting combination. Not that Thane himself is not scientific and factual. Oh, hey, you!
I know the data is vital to the Kirosa family. Lasana Dantius didn't give us time to pack. I'm lucky I got out at all. Her mercenaries were starting to shoot. If she lets us back in, I'll get it, I promise. If not, well, we'll just have to hope. What is it? I'm in the middle of an important call.
I overheard you talking. Is this the data you're looking for?
The Kirosa Generational Archive. You found it! Thank you. My whole family has been worried. That data is irreplaceable. I didn't think I'd get it back from Nasana's corporate building.
Yes, make backups. Off-site backups.
If this data is so important, why didn't you have backups?
We did. A rival family introduced a computer virus and our techs were sloppy. The virus destroyed all our data. I just spent a fortune getting the data recovered and reconstructed when Nasana went crazy. We live in a world of infinite data redundancy. To lose something so important because of one crazy Asari?
If your backup is not off-site, it's not a backup. I don't have any off-site backups, by the way. Okay, now that I've said that, I'd probably jinx myself.
Why is this data so important, anyway?
It's a genetic history for the entire Kirosa family. It's used for high-level reproductive negotiations. It would be like a human pedigree, I suppose. Without it, you're bargaining from a greatly weakened position. Losing this would have hurt my family for generations, maybe even destroyed it.
Solarians have to like really care about their offspring and their family tree and all that, whereas the normal human perspective in 2021 is more like, hey, I love this person, so I will start a family with them.
There's your data. I hope it helps your family.
You have no idea, human. I don't know who you are or how you got it, but thank you. Here, for your trouble. Blessings be upon you. You've certainly blessed us.
Thane, do you think doing that lessened my sins a little bit? I hope so. Shipping lady is gone.
Excuse me. You know where I can find Seryna?
She's not here anymore. Oh, you're the one she was helping out. She took a job off-world. Didn't say where. She gave me something for you. Looks like a message.
I'll listen to it later.
Oh, sure. See ya.
We're listening to it now, right?
Hey, Shepard. I was on my way to a new life when the new burst arrived. The bitch is dead. I assume that means your friend is alive and he finished his job. Tell him if I ever see him, I'll buy him a drink.
He's right here. Did you hear that, Thane? Not sure if Thane would appreciate that, though. He kind of gives me the impression that he's like, he doesn't drink alcohol because it, I don't know, clouds his mind or something. Just seems like a person with a lot of self-discipline.
Trust me, the goods coming in from the terminus systems are great for business.
Yeah, we came in via the carport earlier. Or that's how we went to the tower, Darius Tower. There's a shuttle schedule. Hey, we can go to Kahi from here. Thessia? Thessia is the Asari homeworld, Citadel, Palaven, Irune, Amaterasu, Elysium, Minduar, Shanxi. Cancelled. Those last three are cancelled. Notice, due to security advisories, flight to human colonies have been delayed until further notice. Please negotiate private transport. Contact a travel representative for more information. Yeah. Elysium, Minduar, Shanxi, all human colonies. People know something's up with human colonies. It's not safe. Hello, Officer Daria.
Pure bloods are a waste of genetic potential. That's how we get throwbacks like the Ardat Yakshi. Can I help you with something?
I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
Wait, why? Do you have a problem, or did she kill somebody already?
No. I don't know, actually.
Relax. I just need to speak with her.
Good. Samara's the first Justicar I've seen on Illium. If I'm lucky, things will stay peaceful. She went to the commercial spaceport a few hours ago. If you want to get there, the pedestal on that balcony will summon a cab. Just be polite when you meet her. Justicars embody our highest laws, and they usually stay in Asari space. She's not used to dealing with aliens.
Okay.
Tell me about the Justicars.
They're a monastic order. They've given up their families and possessions to follow their code. Most of them are on some lifelong mission, but they'll always stop to deal with any injustice they encounter, which can be a problem. In some ways, they're a lot like the Spectres, undertaking personal missions.
Kind of like Asari Spectres?
Spectres are authorized by the Council. Who do Justicars represent?
What? That's like, I don't know, a good human metaphor. They represent their code, our code. It's closer to a religious group than a legal branch. No law-abiding Asari would question a Justicar's orders. Nobody becomes a Justicar for personal gain. And they die before breaking their oaths.
From what I know of Drell, I feel like a Justicar might be more similar to how Thane lives rather than a Spectre. Just very simple people. Simple in terms of possessions, amount of possessions, and just, it's all about their values.
Is Samara really that dangerous?
If you follow the laws, you've got nothing to fear, and a Justicar would die without hesitation to protect the innocent. But their code orders them to stop lawbreakers, with lethal force in most cases, and everyone skirts the law somehow on Illium. If someone tried to bribe her, she'd be obliged to gun them down as a matter of honor. I'm hoping to avoid that.
Okay, that's important information to know. We cannot try to bribe her.
Why are you worried about other species coming into contact with her?
If a Justicar kills an Asari, none of us questions it. But if she killed a human... Do you think the Alliance would understand her actions and respect her authority? You can't even figure out your own religions. It's a big diplomatic incident just waiting to happen.
Hey, you guys have multiple religions and so do we. What's wrong with having multiple religions?
I'm looking for Samara.
Like I said, she's at the commercial spaceport. You can hail a cab at the pedestal on that balcony over there.
Okay, let's...